How's it going, world? JGamer76 here, back with another video. Today we're playing Minecraft once again. Last time we left off, we explored a decent bit to the south. Between last episode and this episode, I've done a lot of building and exploring. I found an acacia and jungle biome, so now I have the jungle trees, acacia trees, and bamboo on the farm island, Alberta, and I'll go show you those now. Along the way, you'll see some of the other stuff I've built, along as two massive things I built up ahead. But I'll save showing those off properly later on in the episode. I'll start off with showing the small things that I've done. I've also built two shops, but I'll show those off a bit later. Because we're going to make a way over here where you can already see some of the bamboo has grown up quite a bit. So yeah, we have bamboo, the jungle, and acacia saplings. Basically off screen I just headed south a decent bit and southeast. Well, sounds like that way's north, that way south. It was around that area, and very far out that way. I found some acacia, went a bit further and then found a jungle with bamboo in it, so I collected those. And so I've also got cocoa, so we finally have some brown sheep. Now continuing along over here. I've made a little parking area, I guess you could call it. For instance, like, that's where you'd put your horses and stuff. And here are the two shops I built. So in First Charles Street, Jager's Bakery. Yeah, so this is where the ingredients would be stored. Up here could be like office space or whatever, could be used as more storage. And back here would be where you'd actually like sell the items, and down in these valves here is where a person could keep the money, whatever they got from it. Like bread, cakes, and cookies would be the items. Here we have Brady Butchers. 2 Charles Street. I haven't put the meats up yet, but I will at some point. And along here we have the meats and stuff, as well as like steak, pork, lamb, chicken, more pork, grits and beans, because that's pretty much just the only thing the pigs could be used for, like the chicken's eggs, cow's milk and stuff, and the sheep for wool. Yeah, so there's also fish as well as coal. Like the people could purchase the meat either raw or cooked, as well as they also have very basic wiring, I guess you could call redstoning, done over here. So yeah. And along the street I've designated roughly what I plan to build for each of these. So on 3 Charles Street, a florist. 4 Charles Street, to sell veggies and stuff, like carrots, potatoes, as well as apples. At 5 Charles Street, like store to sell coal, lava, just general fuel. 6, a furniture store, so like chairs or stairs and stuff. 7, Charles Street, a pet shop, so like cats and dogs. And 8, Charles Street, a bookstore, though at some point I may end up building a proper library, so this would potentially be swapped out. That's all I really built on this side of the island, or this island, so time to head over and show the big boys that are built. And as you can clearly see, I fully removed mainly removed the mountain that was there. Yeah, I'll probably connect these areas here. And as well, something else I found along the way is I found a few sea temples or sea monuments. So that's where I got all the stuff for the sea lanterns from. For now, so I'll link the video where with the tutorial I copied to build this from. So yeah, these will function as town halls for the nation. Yeah, along this path, these would probably be different governmental departments, sort of, like one for agriculture, that stuff, as well as the one over there. Up top here we have a fully furnished meeting room, but over this side we have a more simple and basic meeting room. Out the back here, just like basic seating, and haven't decided what to do with this area P, or all the areas up there on both sides. I haven't decided what I'll do with them yet, but I'll probably decide at some point. Down this hole here, as well as this one's also empty. I'll probably end up thinking of stuff to do with these areas, but I'll save that for a later date. As well as you could probably guess, the Nether portal, as I removed the Nether portal, but I haven't fully decided where to place it yet. But I'll find something. So yeah, that's this side finished. Over this side, I'll show you roughly where I planned it, or which room I've planned to use as my quote-unquote office area. That being this area here. Once again, not sure what to do with this part, but since that and this floor can only be accessed, those balconies can only be accessed from what's going to be my office, probably not going to turn them into waiting rooms or whatever. Probably mostly just for like direct storage for like papers and books and stuff. And up this way we'll find a stairway upwards, which will lead up to above the clock. Yeah, as you can see, there's the clock on that one, and there's the part we're in on this building on the other one. Feel free to leave suggestions down below what you think I should call this street, but Currently I'm just thinking of calling it King Street to make it simple. Yeah. There we go, it's updated on the maps now. And best for me to head back home before the mob starts spawning. Some things I'm thinking of doing is with the trees, so I'm thinking of removing their current area and giving each of the tree types their own expanded individual area. So either on Alberta or just somewhere on the, or you know, somewhere in the nation in general. So yeah, the 2 town halls, the 2 shops, and I'll fill in the map for the new trees in the morning. Later on in the video I'll put some banners up on screen and let me know down below which of the 3 you think I should use as the national banner, as well as feel free to suggest any names for the actual nation now that I'm turning into a proper, well, I'm adding proper authority and law and stuff instead of just being a few, a house, a trading hall, or a big house, trading hall, a few houses down that way, and a castle off in the north. Well, I don't know, a big farm. The current moment and name I'm thinking of using for the nation would be Hakonia. The main reason is I created that name for the previous what I did. I named a region of my law of the nation I had in that one, Hakonia, and while none of the islands here really look anything like Hakonia, I still think it's a pretty good name, so that's the reason why. I am open to suggestions. Yeah, I'll now head back to the house, put the map away. And there we go. Alright, and well, this is gonna be the shortest video in a while. I don't really have anything else to show off, say or do, so I'll end the episode off here. So, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.